Welcome back at day 3 demo session, SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central. By today, we will complete our demo sessions and next we will start the project. So how to start one project, where to start, what are the prerequisites, everything in the real time, how we perform the activities in real time project, same here also that we will perform. So as the part of day 3 demo session, today we are going to discuss about why we need to upgrade SF skills. That means the proper reasons to upgrade to SF skills. What is the rationale on that? Second, what is Employee Central module? What is Employee Central module within the SuccessFactors? And third, as a consultant, irrespective of your experience, whether it's an associate consultant, junior consultant, or senior consultant, your roles and responsibilities. Before that, the documents in general, the documents that we are going to use in SF projects. These are the topics that we are going to discuss. Syllabus document that we will circulate with you to track the syllabus day to day. Sixth one, certification approach. Of course, the certification approach also that we will discuss end of the course. Certification, in simply say, it's not mandatory. Very recently, one of my batch student, she joined as senior consultant in one of the product-based company. Around, it's a 12 LPA around in one of the product-based company, Delhi centric. They have branch in Hyderabad as well. So she don't have any certification. Product-based companies, they don't ask any certifications. Okay, so it's not mandatory. Only you need to focus on your subject only. Certification, it's just optional. If in any interview, if they ask about the certification, you need to mention like, I am planning to write the certification in the next release. As discussed yesterday, 1H and 2H, two versions we have. Every year upgrades. So first off, it's in April. Second off, it's in October. For example, if you write the certification somewhere in May, after October, your certification will become expired because new release. In October, we have new release, right? Every release, if you have any active certification, it will be expired and you need to write new certification. This is for the people who are not placed in the companies. Once you place, your company can provide Learning Hub access. From this Learning Hub access, you need to write the Delta exams. Then your certification continuously keep valid. You need not to write again and again each and every release. So if any interview, if they ask the certification, in the next release version, we are going to write certification. We are going to write the certification. That's your answer. Nowadays, certification, it's not allowing with your personal Gmail ID. You must and should write with your company email ID. That means your company can sponsor to write the certifications. So the certification, what is the approach, what is the exam model, and the procedure that we will discuss end of the course. So now, why SuccessFactors? The use, the purpose. If I learn SuccessFactors, what's the use to my career? Is it good thing or what? Just to check this, just let us discuss this. Just a second. Why success factors? Irrespective of any background of the people, if they want to migrate or upgrade to success factors, so is it really useful to your career? Is it really useful grow in your career? Because we have a number of technologies in the market. Let's say I'm from the HR background. Is SAP success factors? Definitely. Is it helpful to me to my career growth? Or I want to migrate or switch to another technology. If I choose success factors, is it really helpful to my career? Definitely, it will be helpful to your career because SAP success factors nowadays, the most advanced HR digital technology in the world, across the world, not only specific to any region in the world. It's a brand across the world. Definitely, I'm saying if you are in success factors, your career at the same time, your job opportunities, and finally, if we say you can retire within the success factors only, you need not to switch or migrate to any other technology post you in success factors. Because in general, uh, as per latest technologies, if you have in the market, we try to switch. But if you come to success factors, you need not to switch to any other technologies until your career end. That means forever retirement purpose. So if you are in success factors, because there are a number of reasons for that. Success factors started very recently in 2011. For a technology has 15 years of age means it's a very new technology to the world. Now success factors slowly, so it's a sustaining. At the same time, 95% of the clients still migrate to success factors. So lot of projects, a lot of work, at the same time, lot of career opportunities, job opportunities. Once you, if you in success factors, if you have 5 years or 10 years of experience in success factors, no one can stop you. So here the opportunities. Why upgrade to success factors? Stay relevant in today's job market and open doors to global HR tech opportunities. Yes, that's true. It's around the world. Across the world, you have the opportunities if you are in SAP SuccessFactors. It's not limited to Bangalore or Delhi or Hyderabad like that. If you have the skill, wherever you go, definitely you will get the job opportunities. Career upgrade. Move from SAP HCM to Cloud HR or from any other technologies to Cloud HR. High market demand. Yes, that's a very much true. If you open the LinkedIn across the world, you will get the job opportunities on SAP SuccessFactors because it is using by almost all MNCs, top Fortune 500 companies and global firms. Future ready skill. See, this is very, very important. Future ready skill because in the future might be a lot many artificial intelligence tools or some other latest technologies will come in the market, but SAP always focus on the latest innovations in the market, latest upgrades in the market. According to SAP always upgrade their technologies according to market trends. So if you are in success factors, you will be safe and better job opportunities. Better job opportunities as a SF consultant or as a HRIS analyst, better job opportunities that you can. SAP success factors, definitely it's a future proof of your career. That's a very much true. At the same time, see higher packages, faster hikes. Yes, this one also, it's a truth. It's not bluff. It's a the handsome packages that we have with success factors and a multiple module options. Once you learn the Employee Central, you can upgrade the skills for remaining modules once you join in any company. Global project exposure, work on international projects. Yes. Right now, in my current project, I am working for 42 countries across all the regions. And with me, total 4 associate consultants and 4 freshers are working on this global project. So in any company, you can work on the global project experience for exposure. And no coding. Yes, that's a true. No coding. In success factors, we don't have any coding. It's a directly the screen wise. It's a only functional knowledge, how to configure the system and easy to learn. So these are the uses if you migrate to success factors. You can upgrade in your career, high market demand that we have in the market, and it's a future ready skill and better job opportunities. You can improve your salary growth and global project exposure and no coding and this. Got my point? So, so these are the uses if you upgrade to SF skills. And next, as a part of this course and project, we are going to cover Employee Central module. Employee Central module. In success factors, we have total 10 plus modules that we have. Within that, Employee Central module is the major. Out of those 10 modules, Employee Central module is the major. It's a centralized module. Without Employee Central, there are nothing, any other modules. All other modules directly or indirectly depends on Employee Central module. At the same time, with the Employee Central module, the project timelines and the projects and AMS contracts, it's a huge. The job opportunities, it's a huge. And the level of roles, junior consultants, senior consultants, and freshers, a number of job opportunities with the Employee Central module in the market. It's a key skill. It's the key module for all other modules. All other modules directly or indirectly depends on Employee Central module. In the market, all job opportunities, it's a module specific. Not success factors, whole module specific. Employee Central consultant required. 2 years of experience, Employee Central consultant is required. Like that. So the job opportunities and the license as well as certification, it's a module specific. So what is Employee Central? Just to simply say, just a second. See, just now we discussed about SAP SuccessFactors. Employee Central is one of the module in SAP SuccessFactors. Why? We are going to learn SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central module. The luxury foundation of a strong SAP SF career. Yes, that's a true. If you are in Employee Central, there is no doubt at all your career that will be secure. The job opportunities and your career opportunities and to grow in your career, if you have Employee Central skill, that's the more than enough to retire in your life. In today's digital HR world, Employee Central is not just a module. It's one of the module in SuccessFactors. It is the core system that decides how professional and reliable your HR operations look. For example, if you want to implement Employee Central to any of the client, any of the customer, base module, and it's a must and should, because every HR in any company, first thing is maintenance of employee master data. From there onwards, your payroll process, your time management, your benefits, goal management, or learnings, or compensations, or reports, anything, it's from employees master data. The employees master data maintenance, it's from Employee Central module. The word is too simple, employee master data maintenance. But behind that, the sentence behind that, the subject is ocean. There is no end for that. That's why within the SuccessFactors modules, Employee Central module team has separate identity. And if your base is weak, your SuccessFactors career will always feels unstable. Let's break it down in a clean, premium, and easy way. What is Employee Central? Why top companies are trusted? See, whenever you want to upgrade your skills or whenever you want to think like to settle in your career with a strong technology, SuccessFactors Employee Central is the best choice. Why top companies are trusted and choosing it? Employee Central is the master HR system of SAP SuccessFactors. It stores complete employee lifecycle data in the real time. Every module reads data from here. Just now we discussed. All other modules directly or indirectly depends on Employee Central module. That's why we have huge projects, huge job opportunities. One mistake here can damage multiple HR processes. Think of it as the backbone of digital HR. SuccessFactors is the advanced digital HR technology. In that, the backbone is SuccessFactors Employee Central module. What HR professionals actually do in Employee Central? The maintenance of employee master data, employees life cycle like promotions, transfers, and role changes, the defining the org structure, reporting structure, and ensure clean data for compliance and audits. And freemium HR teams focus on accuracy, not speed. Employee master data maintenance, it's not a simple thing. That's not a simple task. Employee life cycle. Once employee joined in the organization, up to his termination or post F&F, up to that, the employee master data maintenance, it's not a simple task. It's too tough to the HRs. Employee Central module, which is one of the application in SuccessFactors, by using this application or software, it's a easy manner to maintain employee master data. So how it's user friendly and how it works, each and everything. Once we start the project, then you can understand. We are talking about Employee Central module, right? SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central module. Employee Central module is the heart of SAP SuccessFactors because all other modules depends on Employee Central module only. That's why it is the heart of SAP SuccessFactors. Within the Employee Central, it's a core of the HR system. See, the employee's personal information, employee's job information, employee's organizational structure information, and the compensation details, the life cycles, all we maintain in Employee Central module. The huge subject, the subject of ocean. If you are not maintain correct data in Employee Central, it can be impact on reports, payroll errors, and approval process. Proper configuration, it's a too critical. The foundation of SAP SuccessFactors. Start your SAP SuccessFactors career with Employee Central. So if you are in SuccessFactors, so that's why packages are handsome for Employee Central module because of these are the reasons. And in Employee Central, see, these are the core topics that we are going to learn. So organizational management, the core HRIS and employee self-service, data compliance, and integration with the payroll system and benefits, compensation, time and attendance. All these are the part of core Employee Central module. It's a core HR solution. It's a core HR solution. See, the employee's entire master data maintenance here. Manage entire employee life cycle in the real time. It's a globally applicable global HR management and centralized data. Simply, you can integrate with any third-party systems and payroll systems. It is one of the core HR solution in SuccessFactors. So that's about Employee Central module and the importance of Employee Central module within the SuccessFactors. And next, the documents, in SF projects in general, not only for SuccessFactors, for all the modules within the SuccessFactors, for all the modules, what are the documents that we are going to use? The documents. This is interview question again. See, in the interview, your first question, it depends on interviewer mindset. Your first question, why you are migrating to SuccessFactors? Why you choose Employee Central module? Why you learned Employee Central module? Why you want to switch to Employee Central module? Next, if they want to check your real-time background, whether you really work in the Employee Central module or in SuccessFactors vertical, they try to ask these type of questions. Why you want to migrate to SuccessFactors? Simply, we can give the answers like, yes, to settle in my career. A strong technology I want to choose to settle in my career. Why Employee Central? It's a strong technology again within the success factors. Employee Central module, it's a huge and subject of ocean and huge projects that we have. So that's why we have chosen Employee Central. At the same time, you can say the interest on core HR modules, that's a Employee Central, which is the best choice that I think. That's why I have chosen Employee Central module. And what are the documents that you used in your projects? See, total three types of documents that we use. First one, two documents. First one, workbooks. Second one, kickoff deck. Two documents. Kickoff deck, we need not to take care of any because it's a PMO level document. PMO level documents. Project management level documents. I will come to this point, kickoff deck. Workbooks. This is the main document. It's a key. We can call it as evidence document. Evidence document. Evidence. The project evidence. For any project, you require some evidence document, right? Workbooks are the evidence. For example, you are implementing Employee Central module. You are implementing Employee Central module. Within the Employee Central module, the scope, that means which features, which functionalities, which areas that you are going to implement, that you need to put in a document and you need to get the sign off from your client. That's why it's called as evidence document. Post 3 months of configuration, if your client changes any, that again impact on project timelines and project budget related things. So that's why you require a sign off from your client in the workbooks. Workbooks in the sense, it's a concepts, the core concepts, what we are going to implement for our client. Got my point? For Employee Central, total we have 5 workbooks. Total we have 5 workbooks. The entire requirements we need to capture into these workbooks and you need to get the sign off from your client. These are the requirements and I am giving the sign off to start the work, to develop the application. In the real time, let me show you. I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Look at here. Total 6 key workbooks in Employee Central module, SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central module, which you are going to handle. In our current course also, we are going to handle these workbooks. The real-time workbooks, how it looks like, same here also we use those workbooks. So 6 key workbooks here. Every Employee Central consultant should know that. The essential workbooks for implementation and data migration. Foundation workbook to capture the org structure details and employee data workbook, the employee master data details to check it. Benefits workbook, depends on the scope because sometimes clients use the benefits from outside. It's too expensive within the Employee Central again. So clients generally use the third-party systems. In that case, EC benefits workbook not required. And a HR transactions workbook like employees, hirings, transfers, promotions, and EC position management workbook, and a people central workbook, which means the entire employee master data, personal data, as well as the background. And see, master these workbooks for successful SFEC implementation. Why we use the requirements? Why we use the workbooks? To collect the requirements and to capture the requirements within the workbook and to migrate the data from existing system to SuccessFactors system and to configure the system and to manage all the benefits at the same time to align the process. So because of these things, we use all these workbooks at the same time. The master these workbooks. Why? To make successful one SFEC implementation, SuccessFactors EC implementation. If you want to make successful, the workbooks are playing key role. Most important. How the real-time workbooks looks like? Let me show you that one as well. Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the real-time workbook, one of the real-time workbook. Total, we have 5 workbooks. This is one of the workbook which is employee data related. Out of 5 workbooks, this is one of the workbook, employee data workbook, employee data configuration workbook. This is real-time workbook, how it looks like. So this is cover sheet. The company details, your client company name details, kickoff date, and go live date. And a document control. Here you need to take the sign off. Here you need to take the sign off. So who reviewed this workbook and who provided the sign off? So revise it by the client details that you need to provide here, and the client supposed to provide his approval sign off here along with the date and time. And a table of contents. And a table of contents. See, what are the topics? What are the contents? What's the scope that we are going to implement? What we are going to configure? See, the details are here. This is standard workbook. I haven't prepared this format, this table. If you have S user ID, once you joined in any company, your company provide one S user ID to you. If you go to partneredge.com, sappartneredge.com, you can download this predefined sample workbooks from partneredge.com. See, this is one of the real-time workbook. So personal information, job information, employees national ID information, which fields that I'm going to configure, and what is this national ID information, each and every description SAP provide field wise details, each and every here. Got my point? So like this, total we have 5 workbooks. In our course also we use these workbooks. Any questions till now? So the 5 workbooks are, first one, foundation table workbook. Second one, position management workbook. Third one, employee data workbook. Fourth one, HR transactions. HR transactions workbook. Fifth one, RBP, role-based permissions workbook. Total 5 workbooks that we are going to handle in SuccessFactors Employee Central Training. And coming to kickoff deck, the second document, kickoff deck, it's a PMO level document. In this kickoff, so what's the project scope and how many teams going to handle this project and what are the timelines? All these things, the entire all project details in a PPT format. A PMO team supposed to make ready and explain and demonstrate each and every project detail to the client. That is called kickoff. Each and every consultant and each and every project team member needs to participate in this kickoff call before going to start the project. Got my point? These are the documents. So this is also again interview question. So what are the documents that you used in your project? So you need to answer workbooks at the starting of the project, kickoff deck. It's a PPT format. This is Excel format. So these are the documents that we are going to use in the project. So in our course also, we use the workbooks and real-time kickoff deck, how it looks like. That's also I will show you once our project started. Any questions till now? So as a consultant, your roles and responsibilities, what you need to do that you can understand at the end of the course, once the project completed, and a syllabus document that we will circulate with you once we start the course, and a certification approach. Yeah, for this one also, just now we discussed before starting today's session, and the exam model and how to pay the amount. So how much the subscriptions, how many subscriptions that we have, each subscription, what is the cost. If you joined in any company, you need not to pay anything, because nowadays all the companies, they are sponsoring to write the certification. So you need not to pay anything. Very recently, I also certified in Employee Central Payroll. That's my company sponsored, which means once you joined in any company, almost all the companies today, they are sponsoring to write the certification by giving Learning Hub access. So I'm not taking much time today. So these are the overall end to end all success factors related before going to start your technical subject. That means a project, if you want to involve or if you want to participate, all these things you must and should know before going to start the project. Even in the real time also, all these things useful to you personally to handle one project.